Hey guys, this is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling genius, podcasting legend, international man of mystery, and all around friend to furry woodland creatures. And I'm sending a special shout out, courtesy of this video message called a cameo, to the folks at the Three-Wheeled Bicycle Podcast. I've never ridden a three-wheeled bicycle. I can only imagine it might take some dexterity to do so. But nevertheless, a young lady named Jessica told me that the Three-Wheel Bicycle Podcast is probably one of the greatest things she's ever listened to. It's just two dudes talking about random shit in Casper, Wyoming. I started thinking about that. And I said, wait a minute. Why didn't NBC or ABC or CBS or Fox or one of the big networks, HBO, Showtime, somebody come up with this revolutionary entertainment idea where two random dudes in Casper, Wyoming can talk about random shit that happens in Casper, Wyoming, because there's a lot of random shit that happens in Casper, Wyoming. I know, I've been there. I spent a year there one night. As a matter of fact, from the time I got to Casper, as soon as I got into the city limits, I looked out in the backyard, I could see toilet paper hanging on the line to dry. I knew I was in a real metropolis. As a matter of fact, a tornado came through Casper last year, did $3 million worth of improvements. So I got to my hotel, I checked in. The hotel was so small, I stuck the key in the door and broke the window. And then they had the nerve to steal my towels. The room was so small I had to step outside to change my mind. But Casper's a wonderful place, and I'm sure that many fine people live there. None of the fine people that live there listen to the Three-Wheel Bicycle Podcast, but that's beside the point. Anyway, guys, Jessica wanted you to know that she loves your podcast. She loves two random dudes just shooting the shit. And after all, isn't that what it's all about? Just randomly shooting shit for no reason. I believe that that's probably my favorite thing to do, and I've done some here. So thank you guys, fuck you, and bye-bye.
Do we got sound?
Yeah.
How's the sound? No,
Good. How's your car running, Stevie?
Good. Are we good on there?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on.
See, this is why live shows are cool.
Yeah. Are we good? Yeah, we're fucking good, dude.
You get to see how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chad, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. How do we sound, man?
All right, I'm going to hit the intro.
Rocky doll, what? Cha-cha-cheetah. Free-wheel bicycle.
Hey, wait a minute. You two look kind of familiar. Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's my body, my choice.
Yeah. You know what? Anything goes in week 50. So week 50, happy Friday, everybody. Week
Hell
fucking
yeah.
50.
What up?
Three-wheel bicycle straight out of fucking Casper, Wyoming, everybody.
That's
Super awesome. Host Stevie V, I'm Jake, and then we have the reigning champ,
That
kind
is,
of,
right.
sort of a co-host of ours at this point.
Yeah.
I would actually have to agree. We got John here. We got an action-packed ass
Yeah.
show tonight. Super great. I hope everybody had a great week. The weekend is going to be excellent too. There's lots of shit to do, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's real cool, man.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
up, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So I guess fucking first order of business shit. Jim Cornette shouted us out.
Yeah, dude. So real quick,
Super rad.
I don't know. So anybody that's watching or whoever tunes in, me myself, I'm not too familiar with Jim Cornette. Only via Stevie. All I know is this guy's a wrestling dude. He's got some WWE, WWF. I don't know what the F background.
Used to
But
run
he's
Smoky
fucking funny. That's all I know, man.
I really wish people would.
So Stevie, if you'd enlighten our audience real quick, like, who is Jim Cornette real fast? So we can kind of build this thing here.
He's like the man, the myth, the legend, dude. I mean, professional wrestling. Just like John said, the Smoky Mountain Wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Hardcore promoter.
Yeah, used to book WWF, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Was involved with WCW. Used to manage Vader.
Yep.
He's a bad motherfucker, and he pretty much knows everything there is to know about wrestling.
Yeah.
And he gave you guys a verbal tennis racket over the head.
It's so fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got it fucking good. You know, it was great.
I've had that motherfucker on repeat just because it's
Okay,
the coolest thing ever.
so let's do this. So we got the shout out from Jim Cornette.
Yep.
Cameo, shout out to Stevie's lady Jessica for hooking us up with that. Happy Father's Day to you,
shout
my
out
man.
to Jessica.
Early Father's Day present for Stevie. And I don't know. I'm part of that too. I feel
Yeah,
like.
you're part of the shit.
Fucking A. So happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to us dads and shit. And
Happy-
all you other dads out there, this is a good Father's Day episode.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
dedicate part of the show to that as well. We have other parts we're going to dedicate it to. But
The one other thing I wanted to add, and then I'll shut the fuck up about it. Truly appreciate the fact that Jim Cornette took the time out just to fucking
well, yeah.
roast. Well, he didn't really roast us. I guess he roasted Casper,
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
But man, we fucking appreciate it, and we really do. Well, I think I do more than you do because you know.
Oh no,
I
I
paint shit, but,
weigh. Okay, so here's where I'm at. Like, I was just gonna tell the audience, you guys need to go check out her page and go check out the Cameo. If you don't know who the dude is, it didn't matter. He's really funny. He's like, as we're talking about before the show, the best way to describe him, he's a professional asshole. He gets paid
Yeah.
to be a fucking dick, and he's really good at it. So. It's actually fantastic. So check out his Cameo that he shot out. If that catches your little hook or whatever you want to call it. Listen to his podcast. I've listened to a couple of Stevie just sitting here laughing my ass off. I'm like, who is this dude?
Oh yeah, so
like,
I guess
who's
we should
Jim
say
Cornette. Like,
thank
who
you,
the hell the heck?
fuck you, bye.
Yeah, thank you and fuck you and goodbye. So a tornado swept through Casper. $3 million in improvements.
yeah.
Dude, that's how I'm gonna just sign off from every social interaction I have. Like, if I have a fucking job interview that's going bad, I'm gonna be like, thank you, fuck you, goodbye.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, shit. Should we get into the local stuff? I guess.
Well, I don't know. I
Local
think
channel.
we're just kind of touching on that. Like it's
Yeah,
a really
very
big deal,
true.
man. Like the Cameo thing. So
I mean, I guess
it was a pretty limited deal from what you're telling me. I mean, he only does a certain amount. I guess that's the way all those cameos go. That
Yep.
guy's got, like,
Hey, good call. Thank you for reminding me about that. So, the only reason why technically got on top of it so fast is from listening to his fucking podcast, and he's like, I'm doing a Father's Day special. I'm doing 50 this week and 50 the next week. Get them, they go fast, you know, and fucking
Cool.
Yeah.
And since you guys are the fathers of three-wheel bicycle, it seems appropriate.
the
Yeah.
dog father.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, but even like this other show I was listening to his earlier with Chris Jericho. I mean, it was an older one, but it's cool because like you hear shit that you didn't know about. Like I didn't know that the motherfucker wore a bulletproof vest out there.
That fucking heat from those like 80s wrestling heels is real.
Yeah.
Okay,
fuck
so
yeah.
actually, didn't you share it on our page? The Who is Jim Cornette?
Yeah.
So actually, guys, if you don't like cut straight to the chase, visit our page. Stevie posted a great video of
Good call.
who Jim Cornette is. Like, it's actually pretty great. It breaks it down in about a minute and 30 second segment.
Yeah.
And then if you follow it up, there's actually a really good episode on this dude that like was felt threatened by him. And
Oh yeah, fuck Vince Russo.
Yeah, dude.
We're with you on that, corny.
Yeah, dude. No matter what, Russo can eat a fucking bag of dicks.
I don't know who the
Piece of
fuck he is,
shit.
but I got your back.
He's the death of WC.
I got your back. If that
But
means anything.
He's on Dark Side of the Ring too a lot. If you guys want to check that out, like that motherfucker, he could sell feathers to a bird, dude. He just has a gift for
Well, that
already.
Vince Russo guy, like, just to kind of like touch like smidge bit of it, they had that. I remember when they had that real boxing shit.
Yeah,
that was his
the
idea.
brawl for all, and
Yeah.
people got like CTE and shit because they were counting on Dr. Death, Steve Williams, to win it.
Yep.
Because this dude had an amateur wrestling background. He wrestled for Oklahoma, so everyone thought he was gonna beat everyone. And this guy Bart Gunn he knocked the fuck out of him in the first round. And these guys got like real brain damage.
Yeah.
And they're like, how the fuck are these guys going to look if they got to wrestle and they're coming out and just getting knocked the fuck out by like Butterbean and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, no
because
shit.
that was your prize when you won it. You got to fight Butterbean and go straight to the Shadow Realm.
Except
So-
for, fucking ask Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
He'll tell you all about it. I saw like a 3-minute interview with him, and like it was like his 5 most painful things he's done.
Yeah, dude. And
The fucking boxing fight with Butterbean, he said
Yeah.
it was like he fucking like stepped up, and next thing he knew, he like hit his head and woke up.
you remember when he's like, is Butterbean okay?
yeah, and like that was his big fucking reply, like, is he all right?
Yeah, it's just funny because it didn't progress the story in any meaningful way or nothing, dude. Everyone just got concussions, and to this day, if you listen, like you can hear Jim Cornette talking shit about Vince Russo after like 25 plus years. you know?
Oh yeah.
That's the only constant in life, like death, taxes, and Jim Cornette fucking hating Vince Russo.
There was this one, I don't remember what fucking documentary it was, but it was like behind the scenes, and it was Vince McMahon, and the sucks I can't remember his name, but his gimmick was to throw up.
Yeah, Darren Drozdov.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like fucking watched like one of those Dark Side of the Rings like years later, and the fucker's paralyzed. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude. He's got a blow in a straw to run his wheelchair.
It's fucking sad, man.
I
mean, it ain't that fucking fake.
Yeah, it's the toll it takes on people's real. And even if you don't like wrestling, like that behind the scenes dirtbag shit is always the funnest stuff to watch. And there's a lot of real stories in there.
Yeah, I got. We got some sweet merch that's coming up too for wrestling fans.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I'm so stoked.
Dude,
I haven't taken pictures or anything.
I want to dust my feather boa off right now and do a fucking flare strut.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Quiet before I take your girlfriend home, make a woman out of me.
Yeah. Oh, there was a documentary on China last night. I missed it. I saw a clip, and it seems really fucking sad.
What part though?
She was talking about.
There's like several.
Oh,
different
like
parts of
Joni Lauer, you mean?
No, it was on Vice.
Yeah, the wrestler China.
Yes, yes.
Not the.
I thought you were talking about the country.
Yeah, not the geopolitical, like
No,
the
yeah.
flooding of the Yangtze River. You know.
I was on a different page here.
Well, she was
that
like,
China.
She was like talking about just the little clip that I saw was like, well, you remember when she first came out? Like she was like, bam, she was the tough bitch.
Yeah,
you know
ninth
what I
wonder
mean?
of the world, man.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, she was talking about how, of course, Stephanie McMahon came into the picture with Triple H, and then all of a sudden she just kind of got,
She got
fuck outta
done dirty
here.
by Triple H,
Yep.
man.
It's pretty sad. I'm kind of stoked to watch it, but the more I watch that stuff, man, I fucking tear up almost sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's real shit because like people's lives are being torn apart by like painkillers and like, addiction, and even though there's this veneer of entertainment, there's all this really heavy stuff going on just beneath the surface.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. I watched one about Doink the Clown. Like, everyone hated that guy so much that he would have his shit packed already in the car out front, like, before the show was even over.
Really?
So he would, like, rip people off and shit and just fucking hightail
He
the
was
fuck
kind
out
of a cocksucker.
Yeah, he would. You gotta be a sketchy motherfucker. There's an element of sketchiness in like every clown. I don't care if you just do like kids' birthday parties.
Oh yeah, did they? Oh, I think I still have it too. Doink was on the cover with like fucking ICP and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, every time I come on here, we fucking talk about wrestling.
So if anybody wants to know what a 3-wheel bicycle is, I'm the third wheel right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but it's great. So, yeah, I mean, that's a great rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And we should probably, because we have other cool shit.
So let's jump into local shit real
Yeah,
quick,
we
folks.
should.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, the Bayou.
Oh, we
Tonight,
got-
after this, we're gonna head down there. Easy side.
Bayou Easy Side tonight.
Chia.
Super dope. And then what the fuck does this say? Nutrition?
Oh, that was the other topic. So
Okay. I was like, that's not an event, folks. Anyways, so we have the rodeo tonight, the CNFR. It's actually a really good time, whether you're into it or not. If you guys can score free tickets, I highly recommend you take that up and actually appreciate those athletes because they are world-class athletes. There's nobody tougher than a fucking bull rider, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, dude.
USA Today did a poll on the hardest thing to do in sports. The editors did a poll, then the readers did a poll, and then they pulled together, they combined them. So when the editors did it, they said hitting a fastball, and then it was fucking...
Getting your dick.
Shooting a hockey puck, scoring a goal in hockey,
Yeah.
and then Formula One driving.
And
then the readers said bull riding, hitting 100-mile-an-hour fastball, Formula One, and then USA Today is like, oh shit, we didn't even consider bull riding. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
So
would you try
go.
it?
Fuck no. Fuck
I
that.
would.
oh,
Hell no. No, I'm 36,
Goddamn right.
dude. I'll skate, but I ain't fucking bull riding. Fuck you,
I'm
man.
on that Tim McGraw song right now.
I'll get it out.
You mean you don't want to get your dick trampled to pieces by a feral animal?
So check it out, CNFR tonight. I think it lasts throughout the weekend, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Bulls and blood, dust
all
and mud,
it takes
bro.
is just to check out the Ford Center or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. They changed it.
Then tomorrow we have the Solstice celebration, which is actually Platt Hemp Company is going to be there. Super great people, a great time. There are a lot of booths and stuff like that. It's kind of like from what I gather, kind of like a holistic fair deal. Anyways, it starts 9 a.m. tomorrow at the Clarion Inn on the river. Old Holiday Inn, Old Ramada. It's on F Street, North Platte River. That's all.
I think you just drive a fucking center street. It's right before it's the one right before.
It's by the fort, by McDonald's on that.
Are they the ones that have that candle?
Yeah, well.
Yep. We're gonna get into that too.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night at Oil City at 7 p.m., Tow Truck Mike has a show going on with some other bands. I forgot to jot them down, so I apologize for that. But anyways, go check that out. Great environment, great show. It's probably going to be awesome.
Yeah, they'll probably have wings and stuff, so that'll be cool.
It'd be
Oh
super
yeah,
dope.
that's right.
And then like
I wouldn't doubt it.
a really dope ass event. Like all these events are great, but this guy does pour his heart and soul into everything. Harden Fight Company has a fight tomorrow at 6:30.
Yeah.
Mike Lansing Field. It's super badass, man.
On the ball.
Go check
field.
it out. Yeah, it's on the ball field. The weigh-ins are tonight at Gaslight. If you get tired of us talking, go check that shit out.
Yeah, go watch someone get suplexed on their fucking head.
Yeah, but it's really badass. So, and he's also doing a lot of shit around Casper for this summer. So, you guys need to follow Harden Fight Company.
Yeah,
if you have not yet. Lee's been sticking his neck out a lot for Casper. So, shout out to Lee and all the things
Yeah,
he's doing.
he might even take issue with some of the stuff that Jim Cornette said.
Oh, yeah.
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 But shout out to Lee.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
amazing.
going to that shit tomorrow.
So essentially, we got a lot of good shit happening this weekend, like kind of like we did last weekend. It's such action packed.
Yeah.
This summer's so great, folks.
It is.
Casper every weekend. There's so many options to do. We used to bitch as kids that there's nothing to do. There's no fucking excuse this summer. Every weekend,
Yeah,
Thursday
since
through
everybody-
Sunday, there's multiple things to do
Art
every
Block,
single day. It's
Rock the
great.
Block.
Yeah, Rock the Block starting
Rock the
Thursday.
Knock.
Friday, there's always a concert. Saturday, there's something going on.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Get out
there's
and get
something
some
going on.
fucking vitamin D, bitch.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so support Casper and all the good things it has. So Stevie, actually, if you take that candle, we got to talk about another good product that Platt Hemp Company.
Yeah.
Another good thing about Casper.
Yeah,
How's it
so
going,
I
man?
don't know if we call them our sponsors. They did give us something. I'll roll
They're cool.
with it. Yeah. But anyway, so they gave us this candle because I was inquiring about it. And, yeah, I'll show it to you. Jake's going to tell you about it because he's a better reader than I am.
Yeah, well, this is actually kind of this is the most technical candle I've ever seen. But real quick though, there's a fire breathing with the Kamikaze Kid tomorrow night at the Horseshoe for Vietnam Vets Bike Night. Kamikaze Kid, share the time on that, would you please? So everybody knows, so we can check that shit out. That'd be badass. So this candle right here that Stevie has, it's it's a CBD candle. You can get this at Platt Hemp Company. What is it? 123 or something, Midwest Avenue,
Yep.
across from Bank of the West. Real great shop. They have all the products you need. CBD hemp, Delta 8. They have the accessories. They have lotions, rubs, oils, and then apparently there's a candle, which I had no clue how the hell you could make a CBD candle or what the benefits are. But apparently
Aromatherapy,
this is
bro.
kind of like, from what I gather, kind of like a sleepy time tea kind of deal.
It
You know
is.
what I mean? Light it
From
up.
what
And
Alicia
it helps
told
you go
me
to
when I
sleep.
was down there was that this, because it's pine, like, with
Okay, so here, check it out. This is a page of FAQs straight from Alicia down at Platt Hemp Company. Thank you very much. These candles are 100% soy wax made from sustainable farms here in the United States. They're all non-GMO. They're grown here in the Midwest, and then they're processed in Nevada in the cannabis labs in Vegas.
Yeah, cruelty free.
Yeah. So they're pretty cool about it. The terpenes in here, which are essentially the chemicals or terpenes would be,
Like smelling compounds or whatever. You know?
I think they're the catalysts that create change.
That sounds right.
The terpene blends are mixed in. Oh, I think you're right. It is kind of a taste thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, they're mixed in house. So they give you different flavors and whatnot.
should I say
So
the
there's-
ingredients?
To just touch real quick on the bullet points of this, there's 3 different kinds of candles you can get. You can get a terpene. Oh wait, you can get okay, these are the 3 terpenes you can get. It's a micrine, the pinene, and the limonene. So the micrine it's the one found in cannabis mostly. Which actually, if you guys did not know this, is a close cousin to hops, which is also found in beer. So that'd be the quickest way to describe micrine. So it'd be hoppy, kind of weedy too, like, well, not weed, marijuana-y. It's also found in thyme, lemongrass, and mango.
Yeah.
And then your other terpene,
herbal notes.
yeah, herbal notes, bud. And then you got pinene, which is obviously sounds like pine trees. So it's found in conifer trees, orange peels, turpentine, pine needles, all stuff like that, rosemary, dill, and parsley. You got limonene, pretty obvious, lemon rind, orange rind, citrus kind of stuff, right? So you got 3 different flavors, more or less. You got weed, pine, and lemon lime.
Yep, it
and
doesn't
orange.
smell too bad.
Which is
It
pretty
smells
cool.
pretty fucking great,
So
actually.
the benefits are supposed to be really good. Like, again, I think it's supposed to be kind of along the lines of chamomile tea or
Hey,
something like
Deb.
that. Kind of puts you to bed or whatever. Is that bad?
Yeah, just blow it out before you go to sleep. You know?
Yeah, make a wish. And shout out to the folks at Platt Hemp Company one more time for supplying this. Thank you guys so much.
Cannabis.com is where. where their website is, but if you go down to the hand company, they got these suckers.
Well, I hope I did my due diligence on this Kindle, folks.
Your due diligence.
I kind of just skim read
the Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, bud.
All right.
So that's pretty cool. So check it out.
Fucking
pretty
herbal
much
notes, bro.
In summation, there's a lot of cool shit in Casper, guys. Stick your neck out. Check out all the local stores and all the cool shit.
So from a woman's perspective, let me just tell you what I would do with that candle.
I don't want to know.
If you went down to Flat M Company as a chick, obviously they have like the CBD lotions, they've got CBD bath bombs. You're into self-care and you were like gonna try to have like a spa day and you're using CBD. You could have your candle, your bath bomb, all your lotions, everything that you need right there in the tub with you.
You could layer your
have yourself like a little CBD
and
spa.
CBD everywhere.
Yeah, just have yourself a little CBD spa day. They got everything.
CBD eyes.
Yeah.
They're actually the official sponsors of Bear Trap Festival.
Oh yeah, that's right. They actually, they stuck their neck out for another local thing. So
nice,
which is super great. Bear Trap, I don't know the exact date, but geez Louise, Kenny Wayne Shepherd's going to be there.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That guy is one of the best guitar players of our generation, hands down. You can't deny it, whether you like the music or not. The guy was 16 years old and shredding up the airwaves.
Dude, anytime a guitarist has like 3 names, you know they're going to go hard as fuck.
Yeah. David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Chia. I guess the other local thing would be mobile on site.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They'll.
You need to memorize their fucking.
Well, you got my notebook.
Oh, you have it? You have the phone number over here. Do you?
Oh, I don't have the phone.
God damn it! So actually,
this was supposed to be the redemption, man.
It's also on the page. It's also on the page.
That's
our
very
page.
true. That's very true.
Stevie did share that on our page as well. So mobile on-site oil is pretty dope.
Check
like
them out.
From what I understand, they'll show up to your house and change your oil. Correct?
Yep. And
we'll do that shit in your driveway.
I believe Larry said they have an on-site mechanic, and they give discounts to good
service
good people.
members.
Yeah.
Cops, policemen, emergency medical workers, nurses,
teachers,
veterans, teachers, like people that deserve it all day.
Yep.
The civil workers.
I guess. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about too, you can actually bring your vehicle down there as well.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because if you're having so much anxiety, you just want to buy pizza rolls. That's the only reason you leave the house. They'll come to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very true. Yeah. Come right
I don't know anyone like that.
Your door.
You don't like pizza
I
rolls?
said I don't know anyone like that.
Oh.
What do you guys think of that candle?
Dude, I kind of want to.
I can smell it.
I could feel the terpenes.
I would wear that as a solid
mellowed out.
I would wear that as a solid cologne, honestly.
Yeah,
nice.
I would too.
It's let's see, where's that shit?
I feel
this is a migraine.
Yeah.
Aromatherapy.
This is more of a hoppy based.
And aromatherapy is also a good part of self-care.
Or that might be Stevie's shirt. You know, smell from here too.
I feel rejuvenated by this candle.
So should we get into the other podcast stuff and then get into our main topic?
Yeah. Let's shout out our other podcasts real quick. What do we got there?
Well, so last week Jed shouted us out and he asked us a question, which is pretty cool because, like, I don't know, it's way cooler than just like messaging each other.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway,
like they're getting some solid traction, and I don't know, maybe I got to talk to Stevie. He's one of the Stevie and Jake, but I got to ask him, what's a collaboration to you?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, them guys, that sounds like it's more in their wheelhouse than fucking anything else. I mean, in mine.
I don't know. What do you Do you want to go first? Like,
well,
in
okay,
your mind,
so
what do you think of collaboration is?
Okay, a collaboration to me, like I would probably be like, hey Stevie, you're our PR guy, you're a media guy, which he is. So anything that's shared on our page, all the videos that are created, all the shout outs, all the animations, the art, all that shit is all him. Essentially, like, I kick off some ideas. I'm here every Friday. He does all the legwork, essentially. So he would be the guy to ask what a collab is. So I'm going to pass the torch to that guy. So you tell us.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get the whole clip, but hey, there again, I'm just going to keep doing it. If you go on our page, the link to their podcast is on there.
So I don't think that answers the question.
No, but what I was going to say is I couldn't get the full, like, what he was saying. So he was talking about how, like, on Instagram, I believe it was. Sorry, Jed, I did listen to it. It's this candle, bud.
It's just really transporting us to another dimension.
But he was, like, talking about the collaboration word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and I've noticed it, too, like, when started doing the three-wheel bicycle on Instagram. You know what I mean? You'd go to share it and, hey, I liked your page, or fucking, hey, give me this amount of money, and then I will help you promote it, and I don't know, that shit just got pretty overwhelming.
Okay,
I don't really know about as far as, like, collaboration.
Okay, so I think you could probably actually break it down a lot better if you didn't use it in the podcast sense, but as, like, your artwork. You've collabed with artwork. So it's the same shit, right? You find somebody that shares the same interests, and you kind of pick each other up. So essentially what we're doing by shouting out and sharing each other's stuff like that, and eventually we'll figure this garbage out where we can go live on camera with each other. We'll do a podcast. Yep. That would be the ultimate collab, by the way.
Yep.
So that would actually be... Yeah, that would be the pinnacle of collaboration.
You know
as
what?
far as this goes.
I think a collaboration is when you take, like, two artists and you both know what they bring to the table. Yeah. And you think about the best qualities of each one, but they're merging together to make something that's...
Do you know what?
More than just...
My best collaborating is when I stop and listen.
Dude, cut it out. No, but like,
no, it has the because I didn't steal it.
Yeah, I didn't steal it.
I don't know. When I think of, like, the word collaboration, I think of like hip hop music. The reason why is because it's like, hey, dude, let's go do a collab, man.
Yeah, and they have like a high school class, like.
Yeah. So I really love when people text me.
That was weird, dude.
Yeah, because I left my fucking...
I felt like we're in an elevator.
We are.
Yeah. Well, okay, we finally reached 100th floor.
Yeah. Welcome to week 50 of 3
Week 50? We reached week 50.
Did you guys know a lot of elevators don't have a 13th floor?
Mm-hmm.
It's bad luck.
I went to a hotel in Ogden, Utah, where they did have it, and that was haunted. The elevator's janky. And that hotel was creepy, and that floor was creepy, and it was awesome. Like, I think it's a mind trip. They kind of set you up.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool.
I think, I don't know, in my honest opinion, I don't like the word collab just because I feel it's not like my opinion fucking matters or whatever, but, like, collab is, like, kind of a hip-hop thing. It would be like, I don't know. I mean, because if you think about it, what is the other word? Like, we're teaming up? I don't know.
Collaboration is the word.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know if you think about it, because I'm sure Jed's going to listen to this at some point in time, but, like,
it's like
so we're collaborating.
It's like you're teaming up to make something different that has both of your best qualities.
Yeah.
And it highlights what you both do.
So, actually, it would be the opposite of being competition, I guess. More or less, right? Like, I mean, Lee had a podcast going. He shouted us out on his episode. We shouted him out.
Yeah.
Like, that's a collaboration.
Yeah, essentially.
It, like, pretty much any dang thing you do.
Yeah, rising tide lifts all boats, man.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Plenty enough for everybody.
The other thing, too, like, what he was talking about was, like, so somebody, like, wanted to... Okay, let's say, for instance, I come up to you, right? And I'm like, hey, man, I have all this merch, dude. You got to buy it from me. Wear it. And then I'm going to take a picture. Like, there's no benefit from it.
Yeah, both people have to pull equal weight and get something out of it.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like, no.
Yeah, and this shit gets fucking annoying, dude. That's why I don't really share any of my art.
Well, you know what? Like,
anymore.
it takes somebody with self-confidence to be able to pull that shit off. I don't know. I'd be like, dude, I'm modeling this shit.
Well, the other thing, too, that he said is, like, okay, because he does his workouts of the day, which is fucking so dope, man. It's a free workout each day. And he's gotten backlash from people. Oh, why are you fucking doing it for free? Blah, 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 blah. And because he wants to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong
We
with
do
that.
this shit for free because we want to.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Not everything has to be a hustle. Sometimes you can just put something.
You know
out.
what? The best things aren't fucking bought.
Yeah,
Very
that's
true.
for damn true. There ain't no fucking dollar sign tied to it. Like, I've had the worst days ever and fucking dreaded doing these shows. But by the time we're done, it was a fucking thing of the past, and that was only 45 minutes to an hour ago. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it
and
takes.
I gotta shout Jed out one more time too, just because like he started doing his talk therapy, where he just drives in his car and he talks and he just lets everything go and fucking. But he was essentially, I remember watching that shit from the get go when he did it, and like, Jed, you kind of inspired me, man, because it's like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care what your opinion is or anything. I'm going to talk just to talk. And if you don't like it, hey, it makes me feel good.
It's like a badge of honor to not be liked by some people sometimes, I feel like.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, you're like, thank you. I'm glad you don't like this shit.
If everyone likes what you do, you're probably doing something wrong. Like, there's always got to be some haters.
You know what?
Yep.
Adversity is some of the best.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron, too. So if you get two people that have...
haiku guy.
Yeah.
What's going on over here? Fortune cookie.
If you get if you get two people that both have some shit to contribute to something and you both benefit from it, then that's fucking cool. That's what
no fucking
collaboration
doubt,
is.
though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
You know what
Word.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I do apologize to you, Jed, if I fucking blow your TikTok shit up, man, but I'm just about motivation. And, like, I just want to help people. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, hey, this is kind of inspiring.
Yeah, if
JedCoburnis.com.
Yeah, if you can do a small
Love it.
thing for somebody and it doesn't put you out and it helps them, then that's fucking cool.
Yep.
You know? That's how I feel about that stuff. It's like you don't have to break your back, but sometimes it's good just to fucking help out the person next to you, man.
It is.
It is. And you know what? Like, I don't know if you want. Let's just kind of introduce. We're kind of running late on this, but
Who cares?
let's
man? Fuck
introduce this episode. We're dedicating this episode to mental health. We're not
Yep.
going to dive into it just right now, but that kind of touches a lot on that shit. It's kind of the tippy top of the iceberg of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We have some other topics to cover until we get to that.
You want to get into the Mexican word?
Oh.
From the Cast Tennessee podcast?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, here them guys are. Guys, not sorry, Amber.
So,
Folks.
Diesel, right? I went to the store, right? And my wife, she got a smiling foot. So I buy these shoes and I hope Diesel fit her.
Wait, what? You said shoes?
Shoes. On your feet. On your patas. Are you stupid?
Patas. You're feetsies.
Yeah. Actually, feet is weird, right? Feet.
Cool.
Shout out to the Cast of Cincy podcast. Check them guys out.
I hope Diesel Nuts show up. Just kidding. Sorry about that. That's where my mind went. Straight
out
to
of
that
pocket.
shit.
You know, I just thought of something since we were talking about the mental health thing. Their last show, it wasn't about mental health, but it was about like getting up and getting out of the funk.
Yeah.
Should we just get into the mental health shit now?
Well, I mean, we got some real quick things
do you want to talk about
do we
potholes?
want to do that? Do we, I mean, you know, these topics can actually carry on over to next week because I feel like mental health, we're already segueing into
Yeah, we're
that.
kind of already there.
Yeah, we're there. So, you know what?
Let's
Folks,
just get into it.
We're going to dive right in. We're dedicating this week.
Hey, wait a minute. You two look kind of familiar. Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
Well, I tell you what, are you the boys that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
We are.
That there's live for you, folks.
And we're, yeah. Jake also does impressions really good.
What?
But no, we're here. We're not whacking off in anybody's tool shed.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about mental health.
Yeah, actually, it's actually a very deep topic, and it means a lot to all of us sitting at this table.
Yeah.
And more than likely to you guys that are tuning in or will be tuning in. So, I don't really understand how we how we start this off. I mean,
I'll say like,
okay,
mental health touches a lot of people. Like it sounds like cheesy as fuck to say this, but it doesn't discriminate. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but
it is.
It touches everyone across all walks of life.
Yep.
Whatever income or station you are in life, it transcends everything. And
rich,
it
poor,
affects all
color,
of us.
sex, orient, fucking all this stuff, right?
And there's a big stigma around getting treatment and getting help for it, or even just talking about this
Well,
stuff.
you know what? I kind of debate that because they're considering gun laws, considering mental health, which actually makes some sense. But
to actually because everyone's always like, "Oh, you're oversharing," or.
But I feel like mental health is such a broad thing too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How do we start this? Let's do a kickoff.
I don't know. Quick. I think in a sense, man, like kind of what I wanted to say is just like, you know what? Fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Like, so like the new kick that I've been on, it's not like a new kick, I guess, but I fucking love it, man. Just like, you know what? Hey, you have a good day, man. You know what I mean? And like how we were talking about like the social media thing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, right away in the morning, you turn Facebook on. It's, well, you got to do it this way. Don't do it that way. Fucking, you know? And it's, that shit manifests into your fucking mental health.
Yeah, it can be good because you can make a lot of cool connections with people.
Yes.
It's a good way to put stuff out there. Or like, if you work a lot and you don't get to hang out with people, that can be like your lifeline to have a social life sometimes.
Yeah.
But like if you let that shit get into your like day to day too much, it can become a hindrance. You know?
Yes.
Okay, so here's my thing. Let's go down the table. I got a great question for you guys. Like, how do you guys consider mental health in your daily life? And I think you just touched on it with your positivity.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, for me, so I'll just come out and say it. Like, I have PTSD. I've suffered from depression for like most of my adult life. And a lot of it was like just making the decision to get treatment. And it's like, it affects every aspect of my life. It's eroded relationships and friendships that I've had. It hasn't always been easy, man. And a big part of it was like, sometimes it's hard to find a fucking good therapist. Like, people think dating is hard. It's really fucking hard to find a therapist that you have a good rapport with. And then like just buckling down and surrendering myself to the process, like processing my bullshit, like owning up to the stuff that I'm accountable and dealing with my trauma, but also recognizing like the harm that I've caused.
Right.
Yeah.
And because that's a big part of it too. Like it can't all just be what everyone else does and how you react.
I know your heart is big as your head is, right?
Yeah.
And that's great. That's a good compliment, by the way. That
Yeah.
means you got a big brain. So to answer my question, how do you deal with people, but not knocking what you just said, but how do you deal with people outside of yourself, assuming there's some mental health issues? Like, kind of what Stevie did. Like, he just does a positivity thing. What do you do?
Man, I'll try to engage people like in good faith, and if they don't understand, I just gotta direct my energy somewhere else. Like that's the biggest thing I learned from judo is sometimes where you should not put your energy, and that can be into certain toxic people that are like overtly negative, or they want to tear you down. So like I just try to do my own thing regardless of what's going on, and like if people want to be part of that, that's cool. But you know, I'm always like creative outlets, working out. Yeah. You know, it can be tough. Like when you're in a fucking slump, like it feels like mopping the floor is like Mount Everest. Yeah. You know, but you just have to like every day check off one thing you can do. Like even if you got to run the fucking dishwasher twice, or like just write down. Like I write down things I can control. Like there's some stuff. Like if you think about it too much, you get overwhelmed by the big picture. So you got to think about what are the tangible things like today that I can do that I have a real effect on that are in my control. And then the other stuff you kind of got to let slide, you know? Right.
Like, so he's positivity, you're anecdotal. It's kind of where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm not to interrupt, but go ahead, carry on.
Yeah, man. Like, I guess the biggest thing is having a good support group, like having your fucking bros around you, and like not being afraid to reach out to people. Yep. I know when I get in a spell, sometimes I have trouble with that. Like, it'll be months sometimes before I reach out to people. But like, don't be afraid to ask somebody, like, "Hey, dude, do you just want to chill?" Like, you don't always have to like have a reason. Like. So I just stay busy. That's the biggest thing. And I try to lean on my support group, and I have creative and like physical outlets, because sometimes if you're too like into it, you can stagnate. You can like rot kind of. Yeah. So I'm always like, the coolest thing is just getting a hobby, like trying to learn a new skill as an adult. Because that gives me a reason to like get out of the house without fucking getting trashed. Yeah, you know. Yep. Not that like getting trashed isn't fucking cool sometimes, but like having things like goals, things to look forward to, even if they're just little things in the next couple weeks, and like having things to cultivate that are meaningful to you. Like that's really the biggest thing for me is just having shit to do that's not. It lets me step outside of like how I feel or my own thoughts, and then like doing something for somebody else can be a really cool thing too, because sometimes depression,
paying forward.
Depression's like a self-centered thing sometimes. You know what I mean? So if you can get out and like do something to fucking better someone else or help out in the community, that can be really cool too. Like I work with kids at our judo club, and that's part of it for me. But yeah, dude, I'm rambling a little bit, but I just stay. Oh no,
you're good, man.
I just try to stay busy, man. Like, and even if all I want to do is fucking stay in the house and like order KFC from DoorDash and fucking just eat mashed potatoes in bed, like I check off one thing I can do. You know, because it's not always in your control, but there's things that are like, and sometimes like you just have to sift through a lot of shit to find out like what's this one silver lining, and it doesn't make everything go away. You can't just positive think your way out of everything, but you do have to have like some belief that like, okay, shit, I can get through this. You know?
Yeah,
and like the people that I surround myself with are a big part of that because they build me up, and then in turn, you want to build other people up. That feels good.
It's
Oh, yeah.
And that's a big part of judo.
Oh, yeah.
Is
hey, put it there, buddy.
Like a big part of judo is mutual benefit.
Yeah,
and it's like I had to trust people coming up, and then when I learn from them, I pay that forward with what I take from those people, and I have a part of that in everything I do.
Right.
You know? And so like, yeah, dude, just fucking lean on your friends, lean on your support systems, and like don't be afraid to just say like, I'm in a fucked up place. You know? And you're not wrong for that. Like, especially if you're a dude, it can be tough to like broach that topic.
Okay, yeah, you know? and you know what? That's another different rabbit hole. But to answer my question that I asked you guys, like how I deal with people outside of me that have mental health. Like I said, you're anecdotal.
Yeah,
it's positivity. Me, I think I tend to. I mean, it can sometimes be classified as a fault. I put myself second, and you know what? I try and put myself in anybody's shoes. Like, you know what? Somebody can fucking come at you with a real shitty fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know what? Your first reaction is be a complete fucking prick.
right?
And like, it's just an example. So my big thing, what I do, man, is like, for the most part, I try and weigh it out. Like, dude, what if they have the shittiest day, dude? What if they got that red fucking tag on their door from Rocky Mountain Power, dude?
Yeah.
You just fucking cross their path just wrong, dude. I mean, you don't know. You don't know what's going on. You gotta just. I try my best to put myself in other people's shoes, or at least give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're just having a fucked up day or a fucked up month, fucked up week, fucked up year, fucked up life. You know, all that shit. Just the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, put myself in other people's shoes. That's kind of how I do it. You know, like how I, from the outside looking in, with assuming there's. Because I think it's important for each one of us to consider that there might be a mental health issue when it comes to dealing with people in adversity, right? Because adversity, we can all kind of fly off the handle, as we all see as America. I mean, it can go pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, you just gotta like lead with fucking empathy. Man.
So, and the big thing with, like, okay. I think the big thing, too, is to take your lowest of lows, where you were at one point in time, and kind of just, no matter the sitch, I mean, you know what? Some dickhead might have spilled a beer on you at the bar or whatever. Man, whatever. Something that fucking simple.
Yeah.
That fucking simple. I mean, just pretend you're at that fucking point, you know? Like, oh my God, give that guy a fucking break, dude.
Well, not only that, too. Like, okay, let's
relax a little bit.
Exactly.
You know, you fucking give somebody, like, lift him up, like you said.
Yeah.
What is it? The greatest tides or what? Blah.
Rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just.
That's actually where I fucking lie, right there.
Yeah, a lot of people are just a couple things happening away from really having like a meltdown, and I think I totally fucking misunderstood your question.
Oh no, you're great. You touched on it.
Yeah,
you spoke from the heart.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing you can do is just listen to that person.
Well, you just spoke from the heart, buddy. That's all it was, and you did answer my question.
Cool.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You had something. Go ahead.
I gotta say something about you that I'm pretty sure I've already said before, but I'm gonna say it again just because we're on the mental health topic.
Yeah.
I remember when you first did a show and you was like kind of nervous, which I mean, everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, me and Jake can now just be like, fucking, you know, it's no big deal.
Some days I get nervous too. Though.
Yeah. Well, I do too, man. That's kind of why I fucking run her. Awesome. We got the dog in here now.
All right. She came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah, after a while, then, you know, it was just kind of like, yeah, well, fucking, it's whatever. You grew, man. You did a fucking cartwheel in here.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was him coping with being nervous.
Yeah. I'll say, as a person who deals with anxiety a lot, I'll use, like, trying to be funny as a barrier.
You know what?
You know what? I do the same thing.
Holy
too,
fuck!
Man.
You know, like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I consider myself a happy guy for the most part, for most of my life, and I didn't really understand what any of that stuff was, like depression and anxiety and self-doubt and all that stuff. Until like my later years, here past couple of years, life events happen.
Yeah,
shit happens.
Yeah,
and you're fucking right though. It's like comedy is the greatest mandate when you're being the funny guy. And you know what? Like that's kind of what I was going to touch on real quick. Is folks, there is no science for mental health. Zero science. It could be the funniest guy in the room has the biggest problems. And one of my best friends, man, like. He was the kick in the pants, the life of the party all the time. The most fun you could have at the most random moments. He lost his life to mental health. Yeah. And you know what? And you can never assume that the happiest guy in the room is the happiest guy in the room. And that's where mental health gets tricky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me, myself, I've had 3 suicide attempts. And sometimes as you get older and things happen, it can be a lot to deal with, man. Especially when you have, like, you're losing people you love and, like, all this pandemic stuff. And then you have your existing stuff to unpack on top of that, you know? And, like, the only thing you can do is try to be, like, a better version of yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't try to be better than anyone else. Just try to do better than you were yesterday, every day. Yeah. And sometimes you're going to falter. Like, you're going to fuck up. And you're going to slip, but try to be easy on yourself, man, because you have to live, and we only get one life.
Yeah.
We can't spend it only being hard on ourselves. Like, just, like, don't be afraid to own up to your shit, but if you fuck up, like, it's not the end of the world. We have a saying in judo, like, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. You know, just like get back on the fucking saddle, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect all the time.
Yeah,
you're not wrong for that. You know, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, and another thing too, like I don't know, man. Just like I was talking before, like the positivity thing. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to like essentially accept the fact that I'm here in Wyoming. In a sense of like, fuck Wyoming. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm from South Dakota. Fucking, ugh. Yeah. There's about 2 motherfuckers that are solid as fuck, that care about what the fuck, you know what I mean? And it's like, hold on here a minute. Not you, essentially, but why the fuck are you talking shit about a place that fucking, you know what I mean? I've met some fucking cool cats. You know what I mean?
Everyone fucking I care
brother-in-law sitting in here too. Like, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, cheer. But you know what I mean?
Like, no, there's some really fucking cool, like, caring people that will give you the shirt off their back.
Yes.
You know, and Wyoming gets a bad rep, and like, don't get me wrong, there's a share of dickheads. Pretty much everywhere you're gonna find that, man. Like
none of the fine ones listen to this podcast.
Yeah, all of the awesome,
goddamn right.
All the like good-looking, fucking awesome people that listen to 3-Wheel Bicycle are totally excluded from this.
All right, so a good question, real quick. What do you guys do once a day to help your guys' mental health? I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, let's start down there at the end in the Cowboys hat.
What now, sir?
What do you do at least every day, or once a day, once a week, once a month, where fucking maybe, to improve your mental health for yourself?
Damn, that's a good question. Actually, essentially, painting too, but like, I don't know, man. Like, it might sound weird, but just, fuck, who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Fuck off. Anyway, fucking, just chilling with the kids.
Yeah.
I mean? It's like fucking.
That's not weird at all.
Well, no, but I don't know. See, and that's that fucking stupid mental health shit. Like, somebody's gonna think this is weird.
Oh, you care about you kids?
Yeah.
Fucking
well, you're
pussy.
just being a good dad, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking cool.
And you, I think I know yours too, but go ahead. What do you do just tell the audience, what do you do daily to cope with what you would consider?
I know this sounds weird, but like just taking time to make a nice meal for yourself. Like,
I remember you posted that.
Yeah, it's like a reprieve from everything else going on in the world. Like, you know how when you wake up, sometimes you just need a fucking minute?
Yeah.
That's what I treat breakfast like now. And I know, like, if you work really early, it can be hard to do that. But no matter what your schedule is, you can find, like, 20, 30 minutes to just make some fucking eggs and, like, don't think about anybody's bullshit. Like, put your fucking phone down. Maybe put on some music, And I just have a nice meal. Like, I got away from cooking, being bummed out, but like that shit is really cathartic and meditative to me.
So I think the consensus has been made, because I'm gonna kind of cream or fucking put the cherry on top of this real quick. But whatever you're passionate about, essentially, is a really good thing to help you out of any kind of mental funk you're in. Because for me, it'd be skateboarding, man. I had the worst fucking day yesterday, dude. I hopped on that skateboard for an hour. I forgot about it. Yeah. And you know what? There's guitar. There's guitar. There's cooking. I mean, I kind of cross-platform them, like, not great at all of them, but I'm decent at half of them.
It was fun to...
Yeah.
I'm like, little by little, you get better.
Decent skateboarding, decent at guitar.
Yeah.
And you know what? Music. For fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Is probably the best fucking mental.
Without that, I would just be fucked.
I mean, you don't got to do nothing but push play and close your eyes and just listen to words, man.
Yeah.
And there's got to be some kind of music that can relate to anybody out there. I mean, that's why there's different genres, right? You got ICP, you got Cottonmouth Kings, you got metalheads, you got fucking country artists, you got hip hop, death metal, goth, punk, skate, fucking all the shit. All the shit. And that's what it's all passion. All these musical genres touch on that passion.
Yes.
Yeah. And it relates to the people, right? I mean, there's different genres within genres.
Yeah.
Skate punk, fucking ska punk. There's death metal, fucking black metal, fucking glam metal, fucking radio metal. There's fucking smart hip hop. There's fucking gangster rap. There's fucking radio rap. There's all the shit. I mean, you can go on for days, but whatever brings you up, right?
Yeah, well, the other
music
day,
is always a great go-to.
The other day, I posted a painting video, I think it was, on TikTok. Well, that's usually what I post on TikTok, but either or, it was like one of those follow things, like follow fellow artists,
Yeah.
Well, this one dude commented, and he's like, well, comedy is an art too, but I can't really draw or something like that. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it is, dude. There's so much shit that's like art that people don't realize. You know what I mean?
Whatever capacity you can do this stuff in, like if you gravitate towards it, do it. I love judo. I'll never make the fucking Olympics, but every time I show up, I feel myself getting better, and that's meaningful for me.
Yes.
So, same. Like when I can bust a fucking kickflip off of a curb.
If you guys have something like that, like don't be afraid that you're gonna suck at it. Just do it, dude, because it's fucking fun. It's better than wondering what could have been.
You know what? Like some of the best therapy is therapy to others too.
Yeah.
Some of the best advice givers are the people in the deepest holes. I've actually figured that out throughout my life. I've given some of the best advice to people when I've been the darkest, and I think we can all relate with that. So, I mean, there's that too. I mean, advice alone could be a good therapy.
Get input from people that you respect. At the same time, though, don't take people's criticism too much to heart. Like, if they mean well. But also, if someone's just an asshole, like, if you wouldn't take advice from someone, don't take criticism from them either, I think, because people get toxic with that shit. But, yeah, the other thing is, like, there's resources out there. You guys can go to, like, CWCC, Central Wyoming
and
Counseling.
That's a big thing, too, is don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? If you're looking for help, that's progress, right? I mean, I'm sure it's embarrassing to tell people you're going to counseling.
You can message us.
I've never done it. I've never gone to counseling for myself, but I can understand how somebody would be like.
It's a long, ugly process sometimes, but like it's freeing in a way because you just like lay it all out. Or if any of you guys want to come to fucking judo, dude, like stop by the Y.
And you know what? Even if you're
when are the classes?
It's 7 o'clock, or like 7:20, 7:30, Tuesday and Thursday night at the Y. Come by. You're more than welcome. If like if you're scared of it, you want to know the ropes, just come talk to me, man. It worked. At the end of the day, we're kind of all trying to do like this thing together. It might not seem like it, but you got to have each other's backs, because it's fucking tough sometimes, dude. And CWCC is really good. They have open access from like 9 to 5:30. You guys can walk in there anytime and talk to somebody, and they'll get you set up with a therapist or a counselor to go see. So, think about that too. Like, things might seem like insurmountable, but there's shit out there, man. Like, just keep chugging along, dude. And like, you don't know that you don't have to do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was it? 3 years ago, maybe? Anyway, when I got that Dewey, like, I was supposed to go, see this counselor or whatever. And because, they fucking told me that I had to do it, I ain't fucking scared of jail or anything like that, but it's just you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, and I really should just give him a jingle just to go check in. That dude was the shit. I went there after I was off everything, just because, like, hey, you going that? Hey, fuck good. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what? That's a really good point to touch on too. Is like, you don't always got to talk to familiar faces to cope. Sometimes it's outside faces that are the best too. Yeah. Because you know what you're getting from everybody. Like, no bullshit or any kind of bashing. But if I go to my mom or my dad or Stevie or John every day for the same bullshit that is going on in my life, I know the answers I'm going to get for the most part. And it's all great advice.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe it takes that guy from left field, you know, that has no kind of relation, no kind of same interests.
They don't have any skin.
None of that. Kind of an outside opinion. So that's actually a really good point, like, check somebody out that's not within your realm,
It can be helpful.
Fill out a stranger. It doesn't have to be a counselor. It could be a gal at the gas station.
Yeah, it can be helpful to have someone that's just objective. They don't have any like vested interest in anything. You kind of need both. Like, you need to vent to your friends, but you gotta have something on the outside that's maybe not going to tell you what you want to hear too. And part of being a good friend is also holding people accountable for shit. But like, dude, it's an ugly, scary thing, and I get why people don't always want to do it. It can be exhausting, but it's worth doing the work,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I mean, the other thing, too, like, I don't know. I tell myself, I guess, like, I don't know. Just, like, don't be a pussy. Like, what the fuck?
You know what?
We have this
it's
fucking
a man
joke.
thing.
Yeah, it is. Not that we discriminate against women.
Well, no,
it
is a true man thing. As males are actually probably the most underlooked mental health people like in the country. We assume women take the bearing, which they probably do for the most part, but men, we are known to bury our feelings. Yeah, and that's what we do. And nowadays, there's so much more shit that men have to bear and dig and push down and shove. And you know what? There's only a certain capacity. And women go through the same thing too. And not knocking on women, but most of their things they've been prepared for.
Yeah, well, a lot of times, like in some cases, men's mental health is not taken that seriously because we all grew up.
Yeah. Like you said, not to be fucking pussies.
Yeah, and you know, like it got to the point where my dad shot my dog in front of me, and it was like, "Don't be a pussy." So when that shit happens, it's like that's ingrained in you. Of course, you're not going to talk about your fucking feelings. Yeah. And like, but as human beings, you know, you're gonna feel shit, and don't think that just because you're a dude and you're not tough or whatever, just because you talk about this shit. I'm a fucking 340-pound like judoka that won national championships, and I'm about to get my black belt, and there's days I want to fucking cry in my car, dude. So like, you're not wrong for feeling that. Don't believe this shit that like men shouldn't talk about how they feel, and you're not like a puss. You're not wrong for it, but there is a point too, though, where you gotta just like force yourself to like get up and do the shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's a big thing for me that people need to understand. Nobody feels the same about no matter what happens. You cannot assume somebody's gonna react this fucking way. It's not that goddamn linear, folks. Listen, that's what I was saying earlier. Just kind of like, you can't assume somebody's having the fucking greatest day. Yeah. And the same goes for that. Like, nobody reacts the same to every situation. You don't know the backstory. Yeah. You don't know nothing. Just be a fucking good human. Yeah, we're all it is. Just be there for everybody. Yeah. No matter what. Like, the fucking dickhead that cuts you off or fucking anything like that. Yeah, you want to give him the rod. Fucking give him the rod. Yeah. And then you get next to them at the light and they're going psycho and you want to beat their ass. Like, you know, it's just fucking... No, man, maybe you just caught him on a bad fucking day. Yeah. Kind of like you know, like same goes for you. Like some asshole cuts you off, they give you the fucking rod. You want to beat their ass. Like, same fucking story.
I saw earlier today when I was watching the propaganda news.
Oh, propaganda?
It was in Florida. It was a couple weeks ago, I believe. But, like, this dude had gnarly fucking road rage and fucking pulled out, fucking shot the fucking... I don't remember how old the kid was, but extremely fucking sad, dude. Like,
that's not cool, man.
Yeah, no. Weigh your words and your actions, man, because, like, we're all carrying shit with us. And you just never know what the fuck someone's dealing with, like Jake said, you know?
Well, and too, like, if you think about it, you know what I mean? In a sense, like, it should, like... The lady could have avoided the whole situation probably if she wouldn't have flipped him off.
Right. And
yeah, but come on now.
No, you know what I mean, though.
I know.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
Like, not saying what he did was right, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of made escalated the worst out of the two of them, but I get what you mean. Like,
that's where I'm going. Like, what kind of fucking day did that guy have? Yeah. You picked the wrong fucking pal.
Yeah. You know, but at the same time,
for picking me up, guys.
I smell what the Rock is cooking, man. But at the same time, having mental health stuff does not excuse you from being a fucking dickhead.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, that is not a crutch also, but that's a really kind of...
Be accountable.
It's a 15-second conversation. Because that's really not the issue. It's definitely not a crutch, but you know what? Stick your neck out for everybody around. Like, essentially what we're getting at, folks, is mental health is something to be aware of. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of others. Consider yourself. Consider others. Be the best you for you. Be the best you for everybody else around you. As much as you possibly can. All the days are easier. All the days are harder. We all get it. You guys need any kind of advice, come to me or Stevie. We're outside opinions, as we touched on.
Yeah, you guys, if you see me anywhere,
yeah, or John,
dude, I'll talk.
Me, Steve, or John, and not to exclude you, buddy, but it's just habit.
No, like I want to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely not doctors, so we can't take that disclaimer. But
you need
a friend. We're here.
We're here to motivate you.
Yeah, dude. And sometimes talking about this stuff, being open and honest with all the ugly shit about mental health, it might motivate someone else to come to terms with what they're dealing with. So that was my hope coming on here. You know?
Yeah, dude.
So,
we love having you on.
Hopefully,
you're the best. You're a favorite guest.
And I don't want to act like I speak for everybody, but hopefully that gives you guys something to think about. Just know, it's okay, man. The best you can is good enough sometimes, dude. It's fucking rough. I understand. And just fucking every day try to be better, man.
Yeah. You know what? Better you, better everybody, better better yourself and better someone else. Actually, that is a great goal for every day. You know what? It doesn't matter. You could be in a funk in this realm, but better this aspect. Like John said, better an aspect of your life that's easy to do that day. Like you said, you might be eating fucking mashed potatoes in your bed, but you know what? If doing your fucking laundry is a goal, and you accomplish it, and it makes you feel better, fucking do it. That's for yourself. If you want to do it for somebody else, like holding the door open for somebody, fuck, man, it's that fucking easy.
If you guys got any old fucking clothes, maybe someone else can use them.
Fucking tell somebody their hair looks good.
Yeah, give the honest, especially if you're a dude. I think the last fucking compliment I got was 8 years ago, man. Dudes compliment each other. Do that.
Yeah, it's not homosexual. But dudes complimenting dudes does go a long way. For sure.
Yeah, it does.
Like when your buddy's like, hey man, fucking you look good tonight, dude. Look at you.
Acknowledge the drip.
Yeah. Respect the drip, bud.
Yeah, dude.
Respect the drip. And you know
I'm
what?
not tripping on
and if
Well, respect that too.
Yeah. But you know what? It kind of goes for ladies too, because do it right if you're a dude. Don't fucking
don't be a fucking creep, but
you can
lift
tell
each other up.
You can tell if a gal's down and out. Be like, hey, your hair looks good. I like what you've done with fucking. I like your earrings.
Yeah,
I like your pants.
And if a girl's wearing headphones, maybe
I like your earpods.
Don't bother her.
I like your earpods.
It's that chloroform. Don't chloroform.
Yeah, you don't have to roll up on everyone at work and stuff, but you know what we're talking about.
No chloroform.
Yeah. Yeah, be cool.
What are we sitting at? Oh, sorry.
Dude, we're late, man. This is an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
Should we fucking...
think that about...
You know what, folks? So, you can add on to me. I'm going to just start off with the closing argument. Actually, not argument, but topic. So, mental health. Folks, be aware. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of everybody. Anybody else around you. Just assume there's mental health going on. That is the best way. To not assume is dangerous. Love each other. Respect each other. Respect yourself and love yourself.
Yeah, and if it doesn't put you out to help someone else.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
It,
just,
because we're all...
down the goddamn table.
We all got to fucking live this,
Mm-hmm.
We're all dealing with our own stuff.
That's right. Don't be a douchebag.
Yeah, being a fucking asshole.
And never fucking assume.
Yeah.
Like I said, never assume the fucking happiest guy in the room is the happiest
Just
guy.
take a moment to
There's
weigh...
Band-Aids out there.
Take a moment to weigh your words and actions, because being a dickhead will really reverberate through a lot of people and things and circumstances in a negative way. but it only takes a second to say something nice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's what we're about. That's what Three Wheel Bicycle's about.
Yep.
Helping motherfuckers.
Yep.
Hit us up. If you need
click
any
the
help,
follow
click
button
the
right
links.
there. Right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Yeah,
Thank you, buddy.
There.
You're the best guest.
You are.
Again, I don't think you're a guest anymore. You're kind of you're a co-host when you can make it.
I'm in the orbit.
Yeah.
You're nano planet.
Cool. I'll take it, bros.
Thank you. We fucking love having you on.
Yeah, you're the greatest.
Thank you for everybody that watched live tonight.
And happy fucking week 50, motherfuckers.
Right.
Thank you. Happy
That's
Friday.
right.
Happy
That's
weekend.
right.
And shout out to all the local shows. Yeah, we haven't done anything stupid. It's been a serious episode.
Yeah, that was much less stupid than I was anticipating.
You know what? This is an amazing episode.
It was.
I love you guys and love us. And you know what? This is great.
Yeah,
And
peace.
Shout out to
y'all
the
motivate
Platt
us.
Hemp Company, Cast Tennessee Podcast, Off the Cuff Podcast,
Hardened Fight Company,
The Moo,
Mobile Onsite Oil.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. You know what? Shout out anything local, anything out of the big box.
We share it. We share it. So support
entrepreneurship, man.
Yeah.
We're
right.
Wayne's rolling this shit.
That's right.
So you know what? Fall in our shoes for a second and do this shit.
Shout out to Pizza Rolls. Getting me through those rough spells.
Week 50.
Pizza Rolls.
Pizza Rolls.
Thank you guys for listening. Spotify, Anchor, all them cool shits. We love you guys. Hit us up if you need anything.
Love you guys. Week 50. Thank you guys. Casper, Wyoming.